Hey, I hope you guys are doing well. Want to do an update video here on NIO. So this can be ticker symbol NIO. Now, NIO has really just been pretty volatile over the past week or so. Had an upgrade from JP Morgan. Its earnings came out today, which were not as good as expected, sending the price down about 8%, reducing some of those gains that it saw in the rally leading up to the earnings. Now, there was a lot of things that went into their earnings. Really, if we're looking at some highlights, they delivered less vehicles in Q1 of 2020 in comparison to Q1 of 2019. They are still losing money, so they are not profitable. That is something to keep in mind when you look at this company from an investment standpoint. But when we're moving into Q2, NIO has come out and said that they're looking to deliver between 9 and 10,000 vehicles. Now, this would be a quarterly record for NIO if they were able to pull this off. So I think this is an important number to look at as we move into next quarter's earnings. So just keep that in the back of your mind that NIO is looking to deliver between 9 and 10,000 vehicles in Q2. Now, I want to go ahead and dive into the chart. Here on the weekly, we can see since about March, early March, we are trading around $2.35 for a period of time, and then we have started to trend back up. We have broken back above the 50-day moving average here on the weekly, and we're also trading above the 9-day moving average here on the weekly, but we have recently run into a bit of resistance, and again, this is as we are approaching that $4 price point. Now, if we move it in a little bit closer, say here to the 6-month 4-hour time frame, go ahead and scoot it on back a little bit. This is giving us a good picture of the the recent trends that we've been seeing in NIO. So from October up here to early January, we had that big surge in the price going all the way from about $1.50 all the way up here to about an average of about $5 to say $4.50. We were looking at about a 200% gainer, and then we started to sell off as we went from early March in here towards the middle stages of March. And then we kind of found this bottom again right in here around $2.35. And ever since that time, we have started to see a nice little uptrend. Again, we are running into resistance right here around that $4 price point. And again, keep in mind here on those penny stocks at the 50-cent and whole dollar increments, you will tend to see a resistance or support depending on which direction you hit that level. So again, we have this nice little uptrend forming here. If I go ahead and toss in a support line, boom, you can see we have this nice little upward trend, and we can also put in a nice little upper bound, boom, right in here. And honestly, I probably could have just duplicated this line and it would have looked the exact same. So what I'm looking at is as we continue out this month and we move into June, is how does NIO handle this channel after earnings? Obviously today it was negative, but as we move into tomorrow being Friday, are we going to hold the price relatively flat? Are we going to find some stabilization in the price? Or are we going to continue the sell-off? If we do continue the sell-off, a price point that I'd be looking at is $3.50. And while this hasn't been a prime resistance or support as of recent trading, we can see back in here in early to mid-January, this did act as a support coming off some pretty quick and rapid moves to the downside. So that is going to be what I'm looking for, is if we hold above 350. If not, the next level is relatively close, right around the $3.30 price point. So we'll go ahead and chalk that one in right in there. And again, if we do start to see this level at that point, we will have broken through this downward channel, and I might need to reevaluate and see, okay, maybe we are going to head even lower. And my real lowest target would be down here towards $2.30. At that point, I would like to see some support come in here at NIO. One more that we can just chalk in there, again, with the whole dollar increments, is going to be right in here around $3 a share. All right, now we've looked at some support levels. Now let's look at some areas of resistance if NIO comes down and it finds some support, it consolidates, and it starts to swing back to the upside. So again, I want to see it travel in this upward channel, but really what I want to see is a break above $4 a share and then a close above $4 a share. You can see back here in late April, we made a run for 4 and we could not close above it. And then we trended all the way back down here to $3 a share. And then from there, again, as of recent, we pushed all the way from about 325 all the way up here over $4 a share pre-market today. Then the earnings came out and we sold back down. So really what we want to see is a continuation of this trend that we're currently seeing, multi-month trend, and then a close above $4 a share. If we do that, the next price point that I would be looking at will be right in here around $4.50. Now, this is not to say that once we break and hold above 4 that immediately we're going to see $4.50, but to me, when I see this is if we break above 4, I think it's going to be pretty easy for it to move from $4 all the way up to $4.50. I like to see it move relatively slowly rather than a quick jump, because I think when we have the quick jumps, it's fueled by a lot of investors that are not necessarily investors, but they're just flinging their money in for a brief moment in time to get a quick gain and then pull back out. But to see this have a healthy growth from $4 to $4.50, I'd like to see it slowly move up and hit that price point and then continue on from there. At that point, we could be moving up pretty rapidly up here to $5 a share. We'll just kind of have to take it as it goes if we do reverse today and move back up to the upside. But again, you just want to make sure that you have a plan in place for whatever it is you're trading, whether it's NIO, whether it's any commodity or equity out there that you're looking to trade. Just make sure that you have a plan in place and so that you can weigh out your risk reward and see if that is the best way to use your money to further increase your wealth. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did. Leave a comment on another stock that you would like for me to look at, or any ways that I can help to make these videos better. So with that, I'll catch you guys in the next video.